Hello everybody, Missladypetal here, and this is my last video blog before Christmas. And to be honest with you, I'm doing it in the morning because my day is full of getting ready for Christmas. So I'm doing this while my kids are asleep and the husband's gone out to work. I have finished my Christmas shopping, apart from maybe a few bits and pieces that I need to pick up for salads and stuff for Christmas lunch. And I have managed to wrap all the presents, and I've even managed to slip some presents in that nobody knew about, and they're like complete surprises. But time to have a whinge, and I haven't been to the post office yet today. However, if I do go there and the pencils are there when I get there, I will take all this back. But I'm just going to have a rant about Blitzy, right? I ordered my Spectrum Noir pencils from Blitzy on Black Friday. So that was a long time ago, right? And then I ordered my Prismacolor pencils from Amazon on Black Saturday. The Prismacolor pencils got here 2 weeks ago. And then I found out that Blitzy only posted the Spectrum Noir pencils after I actually got the Prismacolor pencils. So you can imagine why I was maybe just a little bit peeved, because this is my Christmas present we're talking about, folks. Christmas, my pencil Christmas. All the ones that I just was so guilty that I, you know, gluttonously spent bits of money on pencils, like bits of wood and stuff, you know, like for Christmas. Anyway, let's hope they turn up. They have 2 more days to make it here for Christmas. But some things I have received in the mail. One beautiful Christmas card from Lisa Bailey. Absolutely love it. Saw this on Crazy Island Family, and she sent me a present, and it was just marked Happy Mail. And it was very unexpected, so that is under my tree. I also got some gorgeous Happy Mail from Letha Richardson, and Letha, I've already used a lot of it, so I'm not showing it up. And she also sent me a present that had express instructions on it that I was not allowed to open it until Christmas Day. So, you know what warms my heart? I've got all these presents from all these lovely, gorgeous people from all over the world under my tree for Christmas Day. And look, there could be lots more. To be honest with you, there could be lots more. But my presents from and Gina and Claudia, they wanted to watch me open, and we weren't going to do Skype via remote control from my Christmas tree on Christmas morning because that would just be a bit much. So what they did was, when I got all the presents, we did a Skype meeting and I opened them, and then we did the same for each of the others when they received all theirs. My gosh, my voice is croaking. No singing for me today. Absolutely not. No singing. I need morning tea. Morning tea in a big hot mug, because tea is great. So, since last week, I finally gave in and did inspiration sticks. Now, a lot of you will have already known about this, seen the pictures or whatever. How cute are they, though? Like, that's 86 sticks. And, of course, I found these, like, garishly coloured sticks. This is the back of them, right? So, really, really bright on the back. Really, really nice and pastel on the front. I found those sticks at Lincraft for, like, $4.99, which is a lot, I know. But I had already ordered a packet of tongue depressors from eBay, and they're really, really plain. They are much thicker and nicer though, and they're not bent. Like, really, I could really see my tongue being depressed by these. So, so I've got some blankies, and they're 100. So I've got another couple of prompts and another couple of trinkets that I haven't done yet. Another couple of pretty trinkets that I haven't done yet. And also too, like, thinking about giving these away for Happy Mail next year, or just having a stash of them there ready when I come across something and I really want to use, you know, like I really think to myself, yeah, I could use a prompt for that. So like I used a prompt for my Inktense blocks because I really wanted to use them more in my projects, and often I don't because they're in a big tin and they're just over there, just that little bit out of hand's reach. And so I put that in there because I thought, no, I really want to do something about that, and I probably will put a few more in there like that, I think, because a lot of the ones that I was using yesterday, they were kind of dark. They were kind of dark and colourless, and I'm thinking I'm going to do some more in there that say add 3 different colours to your page randomly in whatever way you like, or doing some things like draw a flower with Inktense blocks, or water activated, water soluble pencils, or something like that. So yeah, I kind of thought, but one really cool thing, and I'm sure, look, a lot of people over everywhere will have found this. I only found the one that I really liked, although the giraffe print looks amazing. Cow print, it's fabric on sticky backing. Now, I don't know about you, but the sticky backing stuff is more than $2 for me to buy for a sheet like that. Like we call it jack paper or sticky backing stuff, right? $2. I got $2 with the fabric, and I wouldn't be able to buy a piece of cow print fabric. I don't know if I have this thing about chickens and cows. Like, I come from a farm. I grew up on a farm, and it was a dairy goat farm, but we had chickens and cows. And I loved cows that looked like that. They were gorgeous, just gorgeous cows. And I love all kinds of chickens, and it doesn't matter how small or how big the chickens were, or how mean they were, or how many feathers they had. I loved chickens, and now that we've demolished our pool in the backyard, I really, really, really am trying to convince my husband to allow me to get a chicken coop and have chickens in the backyard. And he's like, no, not more animals, no, we live in suburbia. And I'm like, no, I love chickens, let me have chickens. Do you think that I might win next year? Maybe, just maybe. Do you think I might win? I could stealthily win. I don't know. Nefarious. I should keep a list of my nefarious plans for 2015. Yeah. I already have some. But if I keep them in a book, maybe I'll remember to actually carry them out. Nefarious plans for 2015. Okay. So, other exciting news. Journaling Crazy Island Style for 2014 has now been released as a standalone bundle. So you can buy the whole of the 7 months of 2014, because of course we only started in 2014. You can buy all those lessons and they're downloadable now as a product, which is just awesome. I love the fact that you can now just get that whole year, and I can tell you that there are so many lessons in there that are really, really worth doing. And one thing that journaling that we do at Crazy Island University for Journaling Crazy Island Style is we have 3 teachers, and we always focus on doing beginner, intermediate and advanced. So often we get additional things that we hadn't thought about doing. And then as a team, when we talk about each week's prompt and what each of the teachers is looking at doing, we egg each other on to do bigger and better and more quirky and amazing things. And I really like, I mean, those of you, oh gosh, can you tell it's early in the morning? Oh dear. And you know what, I shouldn't be doing this video now, because I mean, I sound like I'm completely vague. And this is bedhead. So, bedhead. So, I have my nest of curls that is bedhead. But back to my musings on Krazy Island University and journaling Krazy Island style. We spur each other on to do different things, and we also talk about the skill level in the pages. And so on any given week, the lesson may be easy, intermediate or hard, because we understand that we have a lot of different students from the very beginner to the advanced. And honestly, us teachers, we quite often do each other's lessons, because I don't know about you, but some of Gina's and Claudia's lessons were just divine in that year, in 2014. In this year, well, this year, some of Gina's and Claudia's lessons were simply divine, and I had to do them. And I actually have a journal now where I just do lessons. And I think to myself, well, I'm doing Lifebook next year, but I think to myself too, I'm going to be so busy because I've got the Crafty Crusaders design team, Lifebook, journaling Krazy Island style, and a business to run. And I was thinking of doing more teaching classes. And now I'm going, oh, when am I going to sleep or run my other business? I don't know. All I know is that things are really, really hotting up for 2015. And I'm excited about it. Like, really excited. Like, as excited as me in the early morning without having finished my first cup of tea of the morning can be. Like, that's excited. Anyway, enough of my rambling for me. What I want to say to everyone is thank you for either subscribing or following along with me in the whole of this journey for me this year. Can you believe that I only set up my YouTube channel in March and now I'm up over, way over 900 subscribers? I'm like, woohoo, that's exciting. And I want to thank each and every one of you that sits there and listens to me and likes what I do and follows me and faithfully watches what I do, because you spur me on. You really do. And you spur me on to think about things that can be good for you. So my last little tip for the year, and I may actually do a vlog before the end of the year, but it would be from my holiday in Nambucca. And I've even trying to talk my mum into coming on and being a guest on my video blog. And she said that she would have to think about it. Don't know about that. Maybe she's been watching my video blogs and yeah, maybe not too much. I don't know. But I don't know about you, but we love ketchup in this family. So this is a ketchup bottle. But as you can tell, it no longer has ketchup in it. I got my husband to save it, and I have a massive, great big 1 litre bottle of Liquitex gesso. Now, I finally have finished my small bottle. So this is the one I bought. But what I noticed about the caps and the lids on these is that I use it so much that the cap's not really sitting down, and some of the caps hinges at the back don't function. But I like this because this is a squeeze bottle and I can open it up and it doesn't just pour out. So unlike the Liquitex bottle, this actually has a squeeze bottle. And I have to squeeze it to get it out. Now, I don't know about you, but when I use gesso a lot in letter journals and even on journal pages, I like to be able to drip it in certain places because I often blend it with paint and inks, and I don't like to have heavy coats of gesso often. So that allows me to have a lot more control with my gesso. So those of you that have, and I'm talking specifically, and we save all of these now, because I can imagine using that for black gesso and for different types of paints, and probably even maybe matte medium. Can you think about that? Matte medium, very liquid things. and it's an easy way to apply them. So I would say that I'm going to have quite a few of that particular type of container because my kids love ketchup. One of the only times where I've thought to myself, whoa, more ketchup, and I go out and buy it. So, but yes, that's my tip, and it stands up. It stands up really, and it's quite thin, so it doesn't take up a lot of space, and so it's easy to stack these all up on their sides, and I can put a label on the side if I want to do that. I just stuck a label I got in Happy Mail that someone had jelly printed over the top because I liked the thought of using some Happy Mail as a label on my gesso for 2015. See it, peeps. See if you can think of really interesting ways of storing your products. So I have used probably 200 ml, so a fifth, so I can refill this 5 times from that big bottle of gesso. And considering that I bought this, I think this, and I use different types of gesso, by the way. I don't just use Liquitex. So I use different types of gesso. There's particular gessos that I like for heavy canvas board and things like that that have more tooth and grit in them. But this particular one is really for my art journaling and also for my letter journals. And it took me 6 months. 6 months. 6 months to use that. And that's only 8 ounce. So yeah. And I've got a tiny amount in the bottom. Actually, I should turn that upside down. There we go. I've got a tiny amount in the bottom, but I have to have another look at that cap because I don't want my gesso forming a skin on the top or thickening out. Yeah. So, all right. I really do need to start my day and finish my tea. So thank you very much for seeing me and watching me and listening to me and my ranting and my mean Peter and happy Peter and oh my God, all the different faces of Peter. It makes me feel a bit multifaceted. Yes. And I'll see if I can shoot some video down at Nambucca Heads, down at the beach on the V wall where I grew up and overlooking the ocean, because I think there are still whales going past and there's dolphins that come in to the river, and my dad's a keen fisherman, and I love the graffiti wall that we have on our break wall. So we'll see. Anyway, here's hoping. Signing off for 2014 for my weekly vlog. Ciao for now. And remember, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't speak to you again before then. And also, be a blessing to others in 2015 because you will feel the richer for it. And go out and learn something new today. Because even though I don't look like it this morning with my bedhead face, it keeps you young. Ciao for now.